Hi, welcome to ANAHx Gallery series. I'm Yabet Hong, your host, and we're here joined with Jessica Cochran. Jessica is a deputy director at the Renaissance Society, lecturer in the Department of Arts Administration and Policy at the School of the Art Institute of Chicago, and the founder of Haynes Court, a project space in Chicago's Bridgeport neighborhood, which we'll be talking about today. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. So, can you tell us a little bit about how Haynes started and the projects that you're going to be working on?
Yes, so Haynes really started right before the pandemic. I moved to Bridgeport and I moved into a building that used to be a bakery. It's on a corner, and in the back of the building is a garage. But the garage, instead of having a door for cars, has like more of a people door where you can walk in and out, and it opens right out onto the sidewalk. And I looked at this little space and I thought, this is a gallery. I had been, I've been a curator, an arts administrator, educator in Chicago for a really long time. And it had always been kind of a dream of mine to open up my own project space. So, moving into a building that has a space just like that was sort of a dream come true. So I did some renovations to it, fixed up the walls, put in some lights, and then Haynes was really born. And then we were born during the pandemic. So that was kind of an interesting time to open a gallery, but I feel like it has made things actually really kind of personal and I don't know, extra intentional, you could say.
So, how do you usually find your artists and then how do you plan your shows?
Yeah, so finding artists is easy for me because as a curator and arts administrator, I just have basically spent my life looking at art, thinking about art, building friendships with artists. So my first show was a group show last fall, and it was called Chita Longa Tarde, which means run fast, fly quickly, return slowly, or something like that, which was a directive in pandemics to just sort of go quickly, go far away, and to come back slowly. It was a group show. And that for me was an opportunity to have my first show with artists I really admire. There were artists from all over the world. That I had been thinking about a long time, that I'd been thinking about, especially in the pandemic. For this season, I'm working with women artists, and I'm sort of have created a curatorial framework for myself to show older works alongside really new production. So to find artists, I really just kind of look into my own files, into my own, drawers full of ephemera that I keep after shows, and really think aspirationally about who I admire and therefore who I really want to work with. And that's really how I came to be working with, for example, Claudia Hart, who's in the current show, which we will talk about as well.
Yeah, so how did Claudia's show kind of come together?
Yeah, so that was a great process. I originally encountered her work when I worked for a private collection in Chicago. They had an augmented reality piece, a small ceramic that you could put up tablet up to and see sort of a reclining nude with like little crawlies all over it. It was really wonderful. That's when I first encountered her work. More recently, I was doing some research on Pat Hearn Gallery, which was a really well-known gallery in New York, a wonderful gallerist. And I was researching this gallery and I was like, oh my gosh, Claudia Hart showed here. And it was surprising to me because I knew Claudia as like a simulations artist, new media. Pat Hearn Gallery at this time was not that. I mean, she was showing painters and installation artists. And so that prompted me to dig back into Claudia's work and to see what she's doing. So I asked her to do a studio visit on Zoom, of course, and we had the most amazing conversation. She showed me this new direction, which is these sort of combines, these physical paintings combined with these NFTs. I was so interested, and from there I knew I wanted to have a show with her.
Oh my goodness, that's like so serendipitous.
Yeah, it totally is. It totally was.
So, what are the next shows that are coming up this season for you?
Yeah, so again, in this theme, I'm working with all women this season, and I'm trying to bring old work and new works alongside each other. So the next show is another painter who's based in New York. Not another painter, but another artist, I guess. She's based in New York. Her name is Mary Simpson, and she's going to be showing new paintings, and she's also going to be covering the gallery in Venetian plaster. She's going to be just learning the process of Venetian plaster on the wall. And it's going to be very poetic and beautiful and very site specific. After that is an artist named Zaruhi Abdalian, who's based in New Orleans. And she works a lot with sound, found materials, really poetic sculptures around issues of labor. I don't yet know what she's doing, but it's going to be great.
Thank you so much. And links to future shows and events at Haynes will be attached below. So we hope that we can see you next week when Claudia and Bun Stout will be presenting with Haynes. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Bye.
Thank you.